Hi there, beautiful soul. My name is Karina Ladet, and I'm an intuitive channel and healer, and I'm a mentor for amazing women all over the world. And today I've brought you to this beautiful place in nature in the south of France. We're on top of a mountain, and I wanted to talk to you about something that I see a lot around me, and something that I actually think about a lot, and that is what happens when we don't embrace our purpose? What happens when we don't express what we feel called to express in this world? And what happens when we don't live the life we feel that we've been um, called to live in this time around? And so I think we all know at least one person around us who lives like that, right? Someone who does what other people expect from them, and someone who's kind of trapped in that, the perfect life, right? That looks perfect on the surface, but on the inside, it feels empty. And of course, it feels empty because if you don't fill your life with things that you truly love, then it's like you're disconnecting from yourself and your heart and your soul. So this is something that I'm very passionate about because I think that we didn't come to this life randomly. We chose this life. We chose this time to be alive, and it's such an exciting time because there are so many opportunities. Of course, there are also big challenges, and it feels like a great time to come together and create the change that we want to see in the world. Um, but I believe that we can only do that when we are uh, um, doing the inner work we need to do so that we can be in alignment with who we truly are. Because then we can show up fully, not just for ourselves, but for people in our communities and for everyone else. And that's when we can have that beautiful, loving, and supportive impact on the world as well. So, so one of the things that I feel are really important, what we can gain from expressing who we are and living our lives fully, is that we feel free. We open up to that unlimited potential that is always available. But when we feel small and the fears come up, then we close down, and life seems hard, and it feels like our options are very few, and we feel unsupported. We feel like no one gets us, and life just feels really hard. And so, what I feel is that once we reconnect in with our souls and our hearts and also our bodies, is that we notice what's really going on. And so, if we're feeling, really angry or really sad, it's always a good idea to actually allow ourselves to feel those feelings. And when we're in the middle of them, it can feel really overwhelming. And sometimes it feels like it's never going to end. But there is only one way to the other side, as far as I'm concerned, and that is through the pain and through the emotions. And emotions are just energy. So when we allow ourselves to feel them and express them and release them, then our energy becomes clearer and we become clearer. And that's when we can really reconnect with that strong voice within us. And sometimes that voice sounds like a whisper, but the more we clear out what's kind of on top of it, the easier we can hear it. And that's when we start hearing, the lessons and the what if you go this way? This feels good, doesn't it? And like taking one step at a time, and feeling the deep trust within that comes from taking one step that feels right, even if we don't know exactly where it's going to take us. Because I don't think we ever really know where it's going to take us. We just have that. It's like an inner certainty, right? This is right, and I know there's something important for me in this place, or with this person, or this project. So the more we listen and the more we trust, the more we can move forward with that. And then there's all the miracles and the expansion and the knowing that you are living the life you're here to live, and you are creating what you're soul is yearning for you to create. And for me, that's like the biggest reward. Of course, when we keep doing that, and if it becomes our business, then we can also, receive money for it, support ourselves, support our families, maybe support other people as well through charity or just different projects, right? So it gives us power as well to create that change that we want to see and not wait for someone else to do it. So it's really about reclaiming our own power and becoming that person that we feel that we are on the inside. So if this is how you feel, if you feel like you're kind of, you have times when you expand and you grow, and then you have times when you feel really small, then I would love for you to join my new program, Embrace Your Purpose, because this is all about doing this together, right? Because it's it can be tough to be an entrepreneur, and especially if you're intuitive, sensitive, an empath, because then you feel things deeply and you may feel responsible for others, and that takes a lot of energy. So for me, it's always really important to come back to clearing our energies, clearing out the patterns and the old stuff that we hold on to, so we can be open and clear and we can call in what we truly want. And for me, there's no better way than being supported by other women who are on similar paths and who get you and who understand exactly what you're going through, and women who have found that great balance between having boundaries and also being very loving and supportive. So this is the community that's forming already in this new group, and we start on September 26th, and you can still join us. And I'd love to support you through this journey, because I feel that it's so important that we embrace our purpose and we embrace our path and we do what we're here to do, and we don't get lost in the everyday stuff, right? Because there's always going to be something else to get distracted by. And there are always going to be other people wanting your intention and your energy, which is great. And that's part of life too. But this is really a call for all of you emerging light leaders, light workers, heart-centered and conscious entrepreneurs to rise and to reclaim that power within you. And for me, the part of the power is actually to connect as a community and to do this together. So get in touch with me if you want to know more, and it's possible to book a free business alignment session as well if you want to see if you resonate with me and with my program, and I'd love to see you on the other side. Thank you so much for watching this, and have a beautiful, magical day.